how bad do you want it? No, really, how bad? Because the truth is, most people say they want success, but their actions tell a different story. They want the reward without the work, the applause without the struggle, the results without the discipline. But that's not how greatness works. The people who rise to the top, they don't waste time talking. They don't seek validation. They don't need to announce every move they make. They just show up every single day and put in the work. And here's the secret. While everyone else is busy chasing attention, the real winners are building. They are grinding in the dark, mastering their craft, pushing past their limits while the world sleeps. No shortcuts, no excuses, just relentless execution. And when the time comes, when the results are undeniable, success speaks louder than words ever could. Because the truth is, discipline beats motivation, action beats intention, and real power, it's built in silence. Silence is power. Silence is a weapon, a strategy, a mindset. The moment you stop announcing your plans and start executing them in the dark, you gain control. Most people feel the need to talk about what they're going to do because it gives them a temporary high, a false sense of progress. But talking isn't doing. Words don't build businesses. Words don't create champions, and words don't lift the weights. Actions do. Silence allows you to move without resistance. It keeps your opponents guessing, your competitors unaware, and your distractions minimized. Think about the greats, the real game changers. They weren't out there broadcasting every little step of their journey. They were in the trenches, grinding, building, preparing. When they finally emerged, they were unstoppable. That's power. The moment you declare a goal out loud, your brain gets tricked into feeling like you've already accomplished something. It's psychological. That's why so many people start strong but never finish. They've already burned through their excitement by talking instead of working. When you stay silent, you keep that energy locked in. You build momentum in the background while everyone else is wasting time looking for external validation. Silence also shields you from negativity. The second you tell people your plans, you invite opinions, doubts, and skepticism. Some will support you, but most won't. Some will try to talk you out of it. Others will quietly hope you fail. By keeping your moves to yourself, you avoid all of that. You eliminate the noise. You stay locked in. Great warriors don't announce their attacks. They strike when the time is right. You must adopt the same mentality. Be strategic. Be patient. Let your work unfold behind closed doors. When the results come, they will be undeniable. But until then, stay quiet, stay hungry, and let your silence be your power. Discipline over distraction. The world is filled with distractions. Everywhere you look, there's something pulling at your attention. Social media, entertainment, other people's opinions. If you let these distractions control you, you will never reach your full potential. Success isn't about talent alone. It's about discipline. Discipline is about doing the work whether you feel like it or not. Most people wait for motivation. That's the problem. Motivation is fleeting. It's unreliable. It's there one day and gone the next. The real performers, the real grinders, they don't rely on motivation. They rely on discipline. They show up when they're tired. They push through when they don't feel like it. They commit to the process no matter what. Think about this. How many hours a day do people waste scrolling, watching, consuming? Hours that could be spent creating, building, improving. Discipline is about making the choice every single day to put in the work instead of giving in to distractions. It's about saying no to what doesn't serve you and yes to what will get you closer to your goals. Most people want success, but they don't want to sacrifice for it. They want the reward without the struggle. That's not how it works. You have to choose between short-term pleasure and long-term success. Do you watch another episode or do you work on your craft? Do you sleep in or do you hit the gym? Every decision matters. Discipline is built in those small choices. The strongest minds are the ones who can shut out the noise. They don't care about trends. They don't care about opinions. They don't get sidetracked by what everyone else is doing. They lock in, they grind, and they execute. That's what it takes. Consistency wins. Everyone wants results, but very few are willing to show up every single day and do the work. The secret to success isn't in the big dramatic moments. It's in the small, disciplined actions repeated consistently over time. Consistency is the great equalizer. Talent fades if it's not reinforced by effort. Motivation dies if it's not backed by habit. But consistency, that's the force that turns average into unstoppable. Most people start strong. They begin with excitement, energy, and drive. But when that initial spark fades, they stop showing up. They start making excuses. They tell themselves they'll get back to it when they feel ready again. That's why they fail. Success isn't about intensity for a few days. It's about showing up when it's hard, when it's boring, when no one is watching. That's what separates those who make it from those who don't. The process is simple, but not easy. Wake up and do what needs to be done. No overthinking, no waiting for the perfect moment, no questioning if you feel like it, just execution, day after day, until results start stacking up. Progress compounds. One good day won't change your life, but 1,000 good days will. A single workout won't get you in shape, but years of showing up will. One business decision won't make you a millionaire, but consistent, smart choices will. Most people give up because they don't see instant results. They expect success to come quickly, and when it doesn't, they quit. They don't realize that everything great is built on the back of relentless consistency. The body, the business, the mindset, it all comes down to the tiny daily habits that most people overlook. The grind is repetitive, and that's exactly why it works. While others are chasing shortcuts, looking for quick fixes, the consistent ones are quietly stacking wins. Consistency builds momentum. The first few days are the hardest. The first few weeks feel slow, but then one day the process starts working for you instead of against you. The actions that once felt difficult become automatic. You don't have to think about showing up. It's just who you are. You start moving faster while everyone else is still trying to get started again after quitting for the 10th time. That's the power of being consistent. The key is to create a system, not just rely on willpower. Set a schedule and stick to it. Make the decision once and never debate it again. If you decide to wake up early, that's just what you do. If you decide to put in 2 hours of work every night, that's not up for discussion. Remove the option of backing out. Build habits so strong that skipping a day feels unnatural. That's how you win. Master your craft. Most people are satisfied with being average. They do just enough to get by, never pushing past their comfort zone, never going beyond what's required. That's why they never stand out. If you want to be great, you have to be obsessed. You have to commit to mastering your craft, going deeper than anyone else is willing to go. You can't just be good, you have to be undeniable. Mastery is about relentless improvement. It's about refining your skills, studying the details, and pushing yourself beyond the limits that others accept. It's about knowing that no matter how good you are today, there is always another level. The best never settle. They are never satisfied. They are always looking for ways to sharpen their edge, to get just a little better every single day. The ones who dominate their industries, their sports, their fields, they aren't just talented, they are obsessed. They put in the extra hours. They go over the details that most people ignore. They are students of the game, constantly learning, adjusting, evolving. They don't just practice when it's convenient, they live and breathe their craft. Mastery requires sacrifice. It means giving up distractions. It means choosing progress over comfort. It means working on your craft when no one is watching, when there's no applause, when there's no immediate reward. It's about perfecting the fundamentals, the basics that others overlook because they want quick results. The ones who master the basics better than anyone else are the ones who rise to the top. Most people avoid the work that mastery requires because it's slow, tedious, and unglamorous. They want instant results, and when they don't get them, they move on to something else. But the masters, the elite, they fall in love with the process. They aren't chasing the end result. They are addicted to improvement itself. They find joy in the repetition, in the refinement, in the endless pursuit of getting better. To master your craft, you have to be willing to do what others won't. You have to train harder, study more, put in more hours. You have to be willing to fail, to struggle, to get knocked down and come back stronger. You have to embrace the grind, the repetition, the process that turns good into great. You have to be so dedicated that people think you're crazy because that's what it takes. Ignore the noise. The world is loud. Everywhere you turn, there's an opinion, a distraction, someone telling you what you should or shouldn't do. If you listen to the noise, you'll never get anywhere. The people who win in life aren't the ones who chase approval or seek permission. They're the ones who tune everything out and lock in on their vision. Most people let outside voices dictate their actions. They care too much about what others think, about how they'll be judged, about whether they'll be liked. That need for validation is what keeps them stuck. The moment you stop caring about external opinions, you become dangerous. You stop hesitating, you stop second guessing, and you start moving with conviction. People will doubt you, they will criticize you, they will tell you your dreams are unrealistic. That's how it's always been. Every great success story is filled with people who were told they wouldn't make it. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is simple. The ones who win don't listen. They trust themselves. They stay focused. They let their results do the talking. The noise comes from everywhere: family, friends, society, social media. If you're not careful, it will pull you in every direction except the one you need to go. One moment, you're confident in your plan. The next, someone's comment makes you question everything. That's why discipline isn't just about hard work. It's about protecting your mind. It's about being selective with what you allow in. Ignoring the noise doesn't mean you never take advice. It means you're selective. You listen only to those who have achieved what you're striving for, not those who are stuck in the same place. You don't let negativity or fear-based opinions shape your decisions. You operate from a place of confidence, not insecurity. The greatest leaders, athletes, and entrepreneurs all have one thing in common. They don't get distracted by opinions. They don't let outside voices derail their mission. They trust their process, block out the noise, and keep moving forward. While everyone else is debating, doubting, and hesitating, they are executing. Most people let fear of judgment stop them before they even start. They're afraid of failing in front of others, of looking foolish, of being laughed at. That fear keeps them small. But here's the truth. No one who is truly successful spends their time judging others. The people who matter are too busy working on their own goals. The ones criticizing, they're the ones who gave up on theirs. You have a choice every day. Listen to the noise or ignore it and execute. The weak get distracted, the strong stay locked in. If you want to be great, you need tunnel vision. You need to drown out the negativity, the doubt, the unnecessary chatter. You need to keep your focus razor sharp on your mission. Delayed gratification. Most people want results now. They want the reward without the sacrifice. They want the success without the struggle. That's why they fail. Because real success is built on patience, discipline, and an unwavering ability to delay gratification. The greatest rewards come to those who are willing to wait, to put in the work for years without seeing immediate results. That's what separates the top 1% from everyone else. While the majority chase quick fixes and short-term gains, the truly successful play the long game. They understand that anything worth having takes time. Society is built on instant gratification. Everything is designed to be fast, easy, and convenient. People expect overnight success because they see highlight reels on social media. They don't see the years of struggle, the countless failures, the sacrifices behind the scenes. They see the end product, but they don't understand the process. That's why so many people quit too soon. Mastering delayed gratification means you are willing to suffer now for what you want later. It means putting in work that may not pay off immediately. It means staying disciplined when there's no instant reward. The gym won't show results in a week, but give it a year and you'll transform. A business won't make you rich overnight, but stick with it for years and you'll build something powerful. Most people won't last that long. They give up when they don't see fast results. The mind is wired for comfort. It wants pleasure now. It resists anything that requires patience. That's why most people take shortcuts. They look for the easiest way out. But every shortcut comes with a cost. The ones who win are the ones who resist the temptation of easy, who embrace the process, who understand that the struggle is part of the journey. Building something great requires sacrifice. It means choosing discipline over distraction, work over entertainment, long-term success over short-term pleasure. It means saying no when everyone else is saying yes. It means missing out on things now so you can have everything you've ever wanted later. There is no such thing as overnight success. The people at the top have been grinding for years, sometimes decades. They didn't take the easy route. They didn't chase immediate rewards. They committed to the process, trusted the journey, and stayed patient. That's why they made it. The ability to delay gratification is what builds character. It's what separates those who are serious from those who are just playing around. It's what determines whether you'll look back years from now proud of what you built or regretful that you gave up too soon. Resilience matters. Most people quit when things get tough. They hit one obstacle, one failure, one moment of doubt, and they give up. The ones who succeed aren't the smartest or the most talented. They're the ones who refuse to stay down. Resilience is what keeps you in the game when everything around you is telling you to stop. It's the ability to take a hit, adjust, and keep moving forward. The road to success is filled with setbacks, disappointments, and failures. Most people take these as signs to stop, but the strongest see them as lessons. Every failure is feedback. Every obstacle is an opportunity to grow. The ability to keep pushing when nothing is going your way is what separates winners from the rest. Resilience isn't about avoiding failure. It's about using it as fuel. It's about refusing to let circumstances dictate your outcome. Life will test you, people will doubt you, and the path will never be smooth. The question is, will you break or will you rise? Outwork everyone. Talent is common. Ambition is everywhere. But work ethic? That's rare. Most people say they want success, but their actions don't match their words. They put in the effort when it's convenient, but the moment it gets hard, they slow down. The ones who make it to the top aren't the ones who talk the most. They're the ones who work the hardest. Outworking everyone doesn't mean just doing more. It means doing what others aren't willing to do. It means putting in the extra reps, studying longer, waking up earlier, staying later. It means being relentless in your pursuit. The best don't rely on luck or natural ability. They put in hours that others won't. Success is a game of endurance. While others take breaks, while they procrastinate, while they wait for motivation, the ones who truly want it are already moving. The difference between winning and losing isn't always talent. It's who's willing to push further when everyone else has stopped. Success is undeniable. When you put in the work consistently, when you master your craft, when you stay disciplined despite the distractions, success becomes inevitable. It doesn't happen overnight and it doesn't come easy, but the results will always reveal themselves. Most people spend their time trying to convince others of their potential instead of proving it through action. The truth is, you don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to argue with doubters. Just focus on the work. When success arrives, it will speak for itself. No one can deny the impact of results. When you elevate, when you transform, when your achievements become visible, even your biggest critics will have no choice but to acknowledge it. The strongest proof is execution. The loudest statement is winning. The people who once doubted you will be the same ones asking how you did it. Let the results be your response. Let your success silence every doubt, every excuse, every limitation placed on you. A success talk. Most people want recognition before they've earned it. They want applause before they put in the hours. But success isn't built on words. It's built on relentless execution. You don't have to announce your moves. You don't have to seek validation. You just have to work. The ones who truly dominate aren't spending their energy talking about what they're going to do. They're too busy doing it. When you focus on the work, when you commit to the process, the results will be so undeniable that you won't need to say a word. People will see it. They will feel it. They will know. The loudest way to prove yourself is not by talking. It's by winning. Let them wonder what you're up to. Let them doubt you. Let them overlook you. Then let your success do all the talking. The moment you achieve, the moment you rise, every word spoken against you becomes irrelevant. The world is watching, but their opinions don't matter. Their doubts don't define you. Their judgments don't control your future. What matters is the work you put in when no one is watching. What matters is the resilience you build when no one believes in you. Because at the end of the day, success doesn't come to those who seek attention. It comes to those who seek mastery. Let them talk. Let them doubt. Let them overlook you. And then let your results do the talking. This is Tony Robbins' track. If you're ready to dominate, to execute, to rise beyond every limit, then subscribe, lock in, and let's get to work.